How y'all doing today? Today's topic of discussion is going to be a moment for healing. A moment for healing. This is everything we've talked about up to this point. I'm speaking on rehashing moments that isn't giving you any resolve. You're just talking about them again and again and again, and the only thing that it's doing is serving the purpose to get you all wound up. And as you know, with any of the videos on this channel, we talk about being solution-based. Every video, we're talking about a solution to get around whatever obstacle or hurdle that's going on in your life. And I want to stop and talk about what it takes to heal. These are newly found, these are things that I've newly looked at with myself to see what exactly it was taking to heal. What exactly was I doing in the situation? There's two things that come to mind when I'm thinking about me trying to do this healing and talking to somebody up on something, and it's really not helping me at all. It's just serving the purpose for me to rehash and actually leaving, for better or worse. You ever talk to somebody and it's something that's just really bothering you? You're really needing a sounding board on whatever it is that you're discussing. And say if it's a 2-hour conversation, first 30 minutes might have been about you and what you were going on. Really, you just vocalizing what's been going down. Other hour and a half was on them. Not them sharing experiences with you that would help you out to better, be a bridge, to have a connection and letting you know that they understand, but totally flipping the script. And you just feeling like, man, I hadn't even fully gotten out. Like, yeah, I know that I might have talked for like 30 minutes, but I just don't really feel like I was heard. That's one situation or one conversation. The other one is where you're talking with them. It's slipping my mind for a moment. You're talking with them and, I know what it was. You're talking with them and you end up feeling like you're defending your stance. I'm not talking about being defensive. I'm talking about you're defending your stance. You're just like, man, how did I turn into the antagonizer? Because the person is so busy trying to back you down on whatever it is that you're discussing with them. And the conversation doesn't call for that. Yeah, I said you got to be open for constructive criticism. Yeah, you are talking to somebody else, so they are going to share their viewpoints, but we're just talking about these situations. And we're not even saying what's right or wrong. We're strictly talking about on how you feel when you're looking for a solution in it. And I'm not talking about that moment that you walked away and you're like, man, you're all fired up off of what they said, and then maybe a few days pass, and you come back to it like, oh, that was some sound advice. I'm talking about you don't ever feel any relief. You just feel like you keep rehashing these situations, and it's stressful. It's no solution involved. Who are you talking to? That'd be my first question. Who are you talking to? Because you can't talk to everybody. Now, and I wanted to start this video out with a full disclosure. Full disclosure, I'm not saying you can't talk to people or talk to anybody. If not for anything else, you can seek professional help. But you got to make sure that the people that you're talking to are doing just that. It's for your healing. Only you know on what you're getting out of these conversations. And the reason why I'm pausing on this is because I've looked at certain things in my life, certain people in my life, that it only served the purpose of rehashing the incident over and over and over again. And I'm having to defend my stance on. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Do you not see what I'm telling you? There's something wrong. And it's just like, I'm ending up feeling like I'm backpedaling here. Like I'm trying to defend my stand. What is wrong with you? That's the reason why I've talked about other videos when I've stated people just intentionally being on the opposing side of the fence. Some people just want to see you squirm. Did a video on that. That's where all this stuff is coming from. Who are you talking to? I've seen where some people, they'll tell anybody their problems. It's like that train car phenomenon where people just talk. You meet a stranger and you just dump on them. People ain't trying to hear all that. You might have some people that come across and they may be compassionate. I'm one of them. I'm not saying I'm just welcoming that, scenario to where you're just coming and dumping up on me, but I'm genuinely trying to hear a person when they're talking. And when I'm speaking of examples or putting it back on myself and trying to bring up situations, scenarios that may fall in line with what you had, it's simply a means, just like I do with this channel. It's simply a means of connecting with the person and letting them know, hey, you'll get through it. You'll be all right. You're trying to uplift. You're putting it back up on. I'm just sharing with you that I understand. Just like what I do with these videos on this channel. How are you healing? That's what's important. How can you get back to you? Everything we're talking about is healthy. How can I get back to 100%? Me talking to this person is not working. Me not talking to this person is not working. Who can I talk to? Can I sit for a moment, be still, and maybe I might not need to even discuss this with anybody. Maybe it's just something I need to work through. So I can just be me with me. Let me just bring it to the table on what's going on. What can I do better? Or maybe I'm not even thinking in this instance of what I can do better and what I just need to step away from the situation so I can gather my thoughts, get my head right. Okay, still not right, still feel like I need to discuss somebody, then what's the next steps? But this is just talking to anybody. And what I'm saying by talking to anybody, I'm singling out those bad interactions that's tripled all throughout these 700 videos that's on this channel. How to appropriately heal. The appropriate steps. What measures can you take to heal? When I'm thinking about healing, I'm thinking about moving forward. I'm thinking about progress. Is that not what happens when your body's healing from wounds? Nothing else to add to this video. Y'all stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.